All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our basil. It's going to be one of our toppers to the bruschetta, along with the shaved Parmesan. So to cutting a lot of the basil and a lot of anything we cut, we have to be really careful not to make sure we cut our fingers in the station. So a lot of techniques that we use is we actually curl our fingers underneath and go against the knuckles. And that way then when you're cutting like this, you're not having your fingers in there that could possibly get chopped off. So I'd like you to try. While you do that, I'm going to go over and grab the toasted baguettes out of the oven, and as well as grab that bruschetta mixture, and then we'll start plating that.
Okay, absolutely. Can't say it's going to look as professional as you just made it look, but I can try.
I think you're going to do a great job.
Think so? Yeah, and I feel pretty safe if I were to chop off a finger. It's not really a problem.
So while you're doing that, we'll go ahead and take this mixture.
It smells really good.
And again, this is that tomato mixture with olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and start just dressing a little bit on each baguette.
Ooh, okay. That looks good.
Like this. And then while we'll do a few more of those, is we'll take some of this fresh Parmesan.
Okay.
Give it kind of the color contrast. Like that. And then some of the basil.
Ooh.
So what we've done is we've basically just taken off that outer waxy layer of the pepper. So right here we've got our bell peppers.
Why did you take off the top coat?
It makes it just a
flavor?
little bit better taste instead of getting that kind of waxy feel that you get from
chewy.
peppers. Yeah, it's a little bit smoother.
Those stuffed mushrooms that we put in the oven, they've been in there for about 30 to 45 minutes.
You're going to be putting the sauce on top?
It's a white wine garlic sauce. And then also some fresh garlic and garlic cloves, as well as shallots, salt, and pepper. And then I like to take this and just dribble it right over with this fresh garlics and shallots on there, the chunks.
Wow.
Over those stuffed mushrooms.
It's just soaking it right up. That sounds like it's
And then stir it a nice little lemon wedge, and there you go.
All right, Lexi, so right now what we're doing is we're doing getting the bacon ready to go on the pork. You just want to cook it 5 to 7 minutes so it's rubbery, but you don't want to overcook it because you want to be pliable so you can wrap it and then cut the medallions.
Absolutely.
So this will be ready to go in a few minutes here, and we'll just strain off some of the fat on the paper towel.
You were saying that this is actually not so bad as turkey bacon.
It's everything in moderation. If you make turkey bacon good, they have to put other stuff in it, so there's more sugars. The fat is about the same. It's weird. People think always turkey's better, but if you look at it,
it's not
always better.
So might as well not mess around and just go for the good stuff, right?
So it's just moderation, everything.
Absolutely.
That is,
You can try.
so that's about done. I'm just going to flop this on a paper towel.
Absolutely.
See what Jason's doing.
All right, let's see what you got going on over here. What's this?
Well, this is going to be that smoked salmon arugula salad with the lemon caper vinaigrette. One thing we like to do at the stations is make our own salad dressing instead of using the big heavy blue cheeses or the ranches because all the fattening in it. So we end up trying to make like light vinaigrettes. Lemon vinaigrettes always seem to be the good thing, but being that you're working with a little bit of salmon and capers, I'm going to make a homemade caper vinaigrette salad or dressing that I normally make. So what I normally do is I take normally a small can of the nonpareil capers, and I'll actually use all the juice. That'll provide all the salt we need and almost the vinegar portion of like an olive oil and vinaigrette. So we use that as some of the flavoring, so it'll give it that caper peppery flavor to it. And then on top of that, we've got a little bit of lemon juice that we'll add. We'll hold off just as much, see if we need to add any more. And then of course, just some olive oil to give it that thickness. It's about 2 tablespoons or so.
Okay, all right.
Whisk that together. I have some crushed dry oregano that I like to add, so let's do a couple pinches of that in there.
Okay.
Give it some more color, a little bit green. So that aromatics of the oregano. Just kind of stirring that up.
That smells great.
And then also a little bit of agave. We normally will use like a little bit of agave syrup instead of honey.
Really?
It seems to be a little bit healthier for you as well. So we'll just use a little bit of this to kind of sweeten up that, just take away some of that bite from the lemon. Get that a nice good whip here. And then of course we need to have our tasting spoons to make sure it tastes right. So we have some nice fresh spoons here. So you go ahead first.
Okay.
And we'll figure out what we might need to add more to.
Oh, the lemon with the olive oil and the agave.
that caper, it's very
and
good.
the caper.
I gotta say, I don't think there's
It's
anything
good.
else we need to add to that dressing. So we got our dressing, we'll put that to the
Perfect.
side. We have our lettuce for our arugula salad. The nice thing about the arugula is that it kind of got a bite to it, so then it offsets a little bit of that real zing from the lemon and the capers. So what I use, I like to add cannellini beans, which basically are white kidney beans, to the dressing or to the salad. And then I'm going to add those capers. Probably about a half a jar of these capers in here. We can always add more to the very end. I'll grab another one of my gloves. Actually, one of these. I'll use the tongs here. Grab the tongs, and we'll kind of toss that together. And then if you want, while I'm tossing this, you want to add about half of that dressing in here, and we'll toss that all over to make sure everything gets coated nice and well. So just about half of it.
Okay.
Perfect. Now it's great. Come in here, so we give that a nice big toss. And then we'll take that and we'll dress that into one of our dressings or into our plates. And then on top of that, we have some goat cheese here. That's gonna be the sticky, messy part. I'm gonna let you do. And then we have some flakes of the smoked salmon. You can buy pre-smoked salmon. We smoke a lot of our times our salmon and different types of meats here. We have smokers at the stations now, and those are really good. The nice thing about smoked is you can kind of flake it off like this. So we'll just flake some of that salmon, put it right on top there. And while I'm doing this, if you want to do the same thing with some of that goat cheese,
Yeah, absolutely.
and put it just right on top as well.
Just get in there and
Yeah, just get little chunks of it like that.
Okay.
Perfect.
Fun. Okay.
And then just to top it off, we'll do a little bit of lemon zest.
Ooh. I've never had quite that amount of flavor together in the salmon. It looks really good.
And there you go. Stemmed goat cheese and arugula with a lemon caper vinaigrette. Fairly simple.
Yes, it looks really good. I can't wait to try it.
Good.